Digweave! My name is Una and I'm from the harpteacher.com. Today I'm going to teach you that gorgeous tune from Shetland, Sleep Sound in the Morning, Hands Together. Now, before we go on, let's try and set ourselves up for success. I am a big believer in everybody doing what they need to learn. This is a particularly interesting hands coordination piece. So if you like looking at things and you find that helps, go to the harpteacher.com and you'll find sheet music there. Print it off or look at it on your screen and it might help you to see how the notes line up with each other. Also, I want you to be prepared. This piece is, well, to be quite honest, it sounds amazing, so it's totally worth it, but it's a bit of a stinker, okay? To date, I only have 4 students who can play this hands together. So, would you like to be the 5th? I would really like you to be the 5th. Anyway, alright. And of course, this is in the key of A Dorian, which has 1 sharp, F sharp. So I'm going to go to my F string and raise each lever on top. It also has an accidental, so watch out. If you don't have levers on your harp, then you need to scoot on over to harp 4, and that will be a really cool version which just leaves out the G sharp. So let's give it a go. And go. Let's hear phrase 1. And so, together, flip, right, place flip. So now let's try learning that. Okay, first of all, I gotta come clean. I taught you this funky counter melody. A, E, A, B, C, B, G, D, C, B, etc., etc. And hopefully you know it. And I told you it was the left hand. And I was right to call it the left hand. It is. But there's just one note we're going to leave out because it's very difficult to do it with the G lever flip. Okay, so we are going to go thumb on A, 2 on E, A, E, flip the lever, flip down the lever, and then go B, C, B, G, D, etc., etc. So it's only one note we're going to leave out, and don't you worry, if we're going to be doing that funky counter melody on its own at any point, then we will put in that note, okay? So don't worry, your learning was not in vain. So now let's put it hands together. 4 on A, thumb on high A. Left hand thumb on A, 2 on E. Play your right hand 4 with your left hand thumb. Put your right hand 2 on the G. Play your right hand thumb with your left hand 2. Now get your left hand and flip up that lever. And now replace your thumb on the G, on the A, and play G, A on its own. Then put right hand 3 to 1 on E, F, G, and then get your left hand and flip down the lever. So that's the step-by-step way to do it. Now let's try it in a bit more of a relaxed fashion and a tiny bit faster. 4 on A, thumb on A. Left hand with thumb on A, 2 on E. 1, 2. Together, together. Flip the lever up. Place your right hand, flip the lever down. So, whichever way works for you, try it and do it until it's good. Now let's hear phrase 2. Right. And go. Together, 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 right, together, right, together, together. So how do you play that? Well, first of all, let's remind ourselves of the separate hands. Right hand begins on E, F, G and goes E, F, G, E, D, B, G, B, D, B. Left hand puts right hand and puts 2 and 1 on B, C and goes B, C, B, G, D, C, B. And the easiest way to remember this is that it's like a sandwich. You're going to do 4 notes together, 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 together. Then you're going to do a D, then you're going to do a bit in the middle, we won't talk about that yet, and then you're going to do 2 notes together. Okay, so put right hand on E, F, G, left hand on B, C, and you're going to do the first 4 notes of both hands together. Okay, so right hand 3 with left hand 2. right hand 2 with left hand 1. Now right hand thumb with left hand 2, and now right hand 2 with left hand G. And now you should be ready with 1, 2, 3 on D, B, G on your right hand, and left hand thumb on D. And then you're going to prepare by putting your left hand 2, 3, these guys here, on C, B. And now you're going to go right hand D in its own. Now you're going to go right hand B with the left hand thumb on the D. And now you're going to go right hand G in its own, right hand B in its own. And now you're going to do the 2 notes together. You're going to go right hand D, left hand C, and right hand B with left hand B. So that's the step-by-step version. Now let's try it with a little more intuition and less kind of academic progression. Okay, put your right hand on E, F, G, left hand on B, C. And do, together, 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 right, together, right, together, together, whichever works for you. So let's try first and second phrase together. 4 on A, thumb on A, left hand on thumb on A, 2 on E. Ain, do. Together, together, flip, right, right, place flip. Together, 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 right, together, right, right, together, together. Wow, if you got that, mahoo. And if you didn't, mahoo, you tried. So yeah, go back over that and you get a cup of tea when you're done. Well, you get some tea with your phrase 3, waha. And so do I. So let's give it a go. Ain, do. Together, together, flip, right, right, place flip. Isn't that wonderful? Identical to phrase 1. So now let's try phrase a hindo tree lakela. Ain, do. Together, together, flip, right, right, place flip. Together, 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 right, together, right, right, together, 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 flip, right, right, place flip. Wow, if you got that, well done. Mahoo, take a sip of your tea. And now let's try phrase 4. Ain, do. Together, 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 right, together, right, together. Well, now let's hear it. So, first of all, I want you to listen to this pattern. Together, together, together. Now do that after me. Together, together, together. Now listen. Right, together, right, together. Try that. Right, together, right, together. Now try the whole thing together. Ain, do. Together, 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 right, together, right, together. So clap it out with your mum, your dad, your sibling, your sandbox, whatever you wish, but it helps to get it into the head. Next thing we're going to do is a recap on the right hand and the left hand. The right hand has 3, 2, 1 on E, F, G, and I go E, F, G, crossover E, D, B, A. The left hand part that goes with that is left hand 2 and 1 on B, C, and go B, C, B, 2 in your A, G, A. So now, how about we try this hands together? So I've got 3, 2 and 1 on E, F, G on my right hand. My left hand is ready on B, C. I'm going to play my right hand 3 with my left hand 2. That's the E with the B. Together. Then I place my left hand 2, 3 back. Now I play my right hand 2 with the left hand thumb. Now I put my right hand 2, 3 on, right hand 2 on E. Now I'm going to play my right hand thumb with my left hand 2. And now I'm going to cross over my right hand and put the thumb on the D. And I'm going to play my right hand 2. Now I'm going to put my right hand 2, 3 on BA. And I'm going to put my left hand 2 on A. And I'm going to play my right hand thumb with my left hand 3. And now I'm going to play right hand B on its own, the 2. And now I'm going to play my right hand 3 with my left hand 2. That's easy because they're the only 2 fingers left on the harp. So that is the very sequential method. Now let's try it more relaxed and see if your intuition can get you into it. I've got 3, 2, 1 on E, F, G, left hand on B, C. We're going to go together, 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 right together, right together. Aim, do. Together, 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 right, together, right, together. So hopefully one of those methods will work for you and you'll get it really well. Wahoo! Now let's try first, second, third, fourth phrase. 4 on A, thumb on A, left hand, thumb on A, 2 on E. Aim, do. Together, together, flip, right, right, place, flip. Together, 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 right, together, right, right, together, 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 flip, right, right, place, flip. Together, 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 right, together, right, together. I know I made a mistake there. If you can find it, then send it to me in the comments, and you know what? Give yourself a cup of tea as a reward. So let's hear phrase 5. Aim, do. Together, right, together, together, flip, right, right, place, flip. So let's learn how this works. Put right hand 2 on C, 3 on B, 4 on A. Left hand, thumb on B, 2 on A, 3 on E. So essentially what we need to do is phrase 1, except we're going to preface it. That means we're just going to put something before it. And we're going to put 2 notes before it, a C and a B. So we're going to go right hand 2, that's the C, with the left hand B. Do that together. Now you're going to play your right hand 3 on its own. B. And now put your right hand thumb up on the A, and oh my god, we're on the right strings to start phrase 1. So whereas normally you do A, E on your left hand with 1, 2, we're in the position here where we have 2, 3, but it's the same string, so I think you'll figure it out quickly. So right hand 4 goes with your left hand 2. Right hand thumb goes with your left hand 3. And then you do your usual trick of flip up the lever, right, right, place your fingers on E, F, G, flip down the lever. So that's how you do it step by step. Now, as usual, let's try a more intuitive method. Put your right hand 2, 3, 4 on C, B, A, left hand 1, 2, 3 on B, A, E. And you're going to go aim, do. Together, right, together, together, flip, right, right, place, flip. So, whichever works for you. And if you have any other suggestions as to what would work for you, please let me know. Does it help you when I say the finger number for the string or the letter name, etc., etc.? So now let's practice getting into phrase 5 from phrase 4. So 4 and 5. We're going to go from the 3, 2, 1 on E, F, G, G, E, D, D, A into our phrase 5, C, B, A, I, etc. Okay, left hand has a 2 and 1 on B, C. Right hand has a 3, 2, 1 on E, F, G. Okay. Aim, do. Together, 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 right, together, right, together, together, right, together, together, flip, right, right, place, flip. Woo! It's time for more tea. So now I have some great news for you. Phrase 6 is the same as phrase 2, phrase 7, same as phrase 3, phrase 8, the same as phrase 4. So basically you just need to do your phrase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then go back into phrase 2, 3, 4. So we're going to try that now. 4 on A, thumb on A, left hand, thumb on A, 2 on E. So together, together, flip. Right, right, place, flip. Together, 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 together. Right, together, right, right, together, 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 together. Flip. Right, right, place, flip. Together, together, together. Right, together, right, together. Together, right, together, together. Flip. Right, right, place, flip. Together, 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 together. Right, together, right, right, together, 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 together. Flip. Right, right, place, flip. Together, together, together. Right, together, right, together. This is a metronome, and I kid you not, it is going to change your life. It's a mechanical device for keeping a steady beat. I have it set to 60, so it's going to do a tick every second until I stop it. This is a really handy thing, especially if you're like me and you have a tendency to speed up in the middle of music, or maybe you're learning and you have a tendency to slow down. Maybe you want to read a piece of music and you don't know what tempo the composer wants you to play it at. That's why it's a really useful reference. And what's really great is now there are tons of free metronome apps available. So this one is called Pro Metronome. I downloaded it for iPhone, but I have faith in you. There are lots of free ones available for lots of devices and lots of operating systems. So I recommend that you head off, find yourself a metronome in whatever form you like, and then Tarat, come on back, and then we'll go on. Alright, so now I hope you've got your metronome in whatever form you prefer. The last time we played the whole A part was at around 60 beats per minute. Now I'm going to get my metronome, set it to 80, and we're going to try playing it together. Aim, go. Together, together, flip. Right, right, place, flip. Together, 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 together. Right, together, right, right, together, right, together, together. Flip. Right, right, place, flip. Together, together, together. Right, together, right, together. Together, right, together, together. Flip. Right, right, place, flip. Together, 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 right, together, right, right, together, right, together, together, flip, right, right, place, flip, together, 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 right, together, right, together. Wow, you just played along with the metronome for the first time. Mahu. Now we're going to put the metronome to 100. So I would like you to play along without me saying the hand coordination pattern. A, because you know the hand coordination pattern, and B, because I just can't take it anymore, man. Oh my God, the mental fatigue. Yes, let's just say I've drunk an awful lot of tea in the last few hours. So how about we try it 100 beats per minute, and you are going to have the hands coordination pattern on your own. Woohoo! Go. Without me doing the hands coordination pattern. Yet another level towards our ultimate goal. So what I would like you to do now is start using the metronome on your own. So you have now hopefully learned how to do it at 100. Try bumping it up to 120, get it at that, then bump it up to 140, get it at that, and then try it at 160. Wait a second, if you go to the 8-part demo at the start of this, it's at around 160. So you can play with your metronome or you can play with video, whatever suits you. But either way, you'll have the 8-part really well by then in beautiful rhythm, so mahu. And when you've got all that metronome work done, head on over to theharpteacher.com to learn how to do the B-part hands together. You know what to do? Subscribe if you like this, and meanwhile, mahu. See you at the B-part.